As I'm doing this video here in Spring City, just being, or I am in Spring City now, and I just stop here to let the world know that Kai Mills is very sad. It's very sad in this country that has so much, and especially the people that are elected to govern us when they care only about them and themselves. And the people in these domes, unfortunately, this is the way they're going to be for the rest of their life. The government give them 1 year to get out of these domes. I don't know what they propose to do with them after that. But in the beginning, I said 1 year ago, give the people the material. That would have been a good look. It would have brought them to some sense of normalcy. And I went to the opening of the hurricane shelter that will host 800 persons in the event of a hurricane. And foreign people got together and put the monies together to build a building of that magnitude to host 800 people. And the government of the Bahamas haven't built one house in Abaco. All they thought of the people of Abaco, that give them James Albury in the south and Darren Henfield, Minister of Foreign Affairs in the north. Twin babies, they brag on election day. Abaco delivered twin babies, and that was the end of the goodness. But so many persons are in need, and the government haven't found it necessary to help either person to get in their home. But it was so sad when I heard the people the men that are directly responsible for the 800-person hurricane shelter to say that they are building an office for the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Darren Henfield. And that kind of made me and led me to believe that is corruption. That is corruption at the highest level. How could the Minister of Foreign Affairs negotiate with the people that are willing to build what the government of Bahamas has never built in my lifetime, a proper hurricane shelter, free? On the back end of that, they had to clean up the Minister of Foreign Affairs property, and they're billing him a free office. The question is, why is the office has to be on Darren Henfield's property? Why couldn't the office be right next door on government property, where you have a lot of property, where the hurricane shelter will be located? That would have been a good look. But when foreign people are building something personally for the Minister of Foreign Affairs on his property, meaning that when the use of the office is no more, he would gain a free building. That is corruption. Don't care how you put it, how you slice it. When you sit down and edge out a deal to benefit yourself as the Minister of Foreign Affairs, to have these NGOs that have done so much for Abaconians, and to beg them, to bribe them, to ask them to be corrupt, and have them to put a building on your property, that is corruption at the highest level. And the sad thing about it is that the Minister of Foreign Affairs haven't built one building for nobody, nor have he asked the NGOs to build buildings for nobody in his district of North Abaco. But yet, he has asked these NGOs to pocket up and to build an office for himself. It's one of these Kai K's video That's why I could do this, because I care. As I step on this vehicle, right here in Spring City proper, and you see, it look like a parking lot there, and you can see the needs. You can see how many vehicles are there. That means there is a big need for housing, and these people are in there for the rest of their life. All because the government never listened to nobody. They don't live here. Darren don't live here. Hiram Lewis don't live here. K. Forbes Smith don't live here. Neither one of them live here. And they don't listen to anybody. Just how they opened the groundbreaking ceremony and they didn't invite, neither local elected person was invited that I know about. But how is this gonna work when the local people in charge of town planning, so is the government gonna overrun the system that they put in place? The F&M government put it in place. We, the local people, are in charge of town planning. It's going to be interesting, but it's so sad that we have a government so close to Christmas. Member of Parliament and Darren Henfield, boy, they hate when I call his name, but he happened to be the Member of Parliament for Kai Mills in my district. He's my Member of Parliament. At this time, it's cronyism and it's corruption when the Member of Parliament that represents the Bahamas and the foreign, all over the world, he representing the Bahamas, could sit down and edge a deal to get him a house when nobody else has gotten a free house. It's one of these cases. You got the Member of Parliament that you vote for, but God knows we don't deserve Darren Henfield. He's too arrogant with them little tight pants on. Hopefully it changes dress code next year, but it's been a tight affair all year long. This one of these Kai Care videos right in Spring City. Feeling hurt because if we had a caring government, my people of North Abaco and South Abaco wouldn't have been in a dome 1 year, 3 months, and to date make the 16th day of December 2020. They ought to have already been up to moving into their homes if the government would have focused on the people that were hurt by the hurricane rather than pocketing up and letting their own cronies benefit. Only people that benefit from these domes is the people that the government bought them from. Kai Care. That is why he's here.